So testing the sound. So testing the sound. Excellent. It's up and running. So testing the sound. Oh dear. Excellent. It's up and running. So that's just the player volume, isn't it? How do I know what the... Is that one? I guess so. Excellent. I'm quite happy with that. Problem is, I forgot to get dressed first. And I've still got all the packaging everywhere. Oh, hey, this is cool. Oh, that's not the right name, is it? Oh, it's a cold day here. Oh. Right, what am I going to do? Oh, I need to plug my headset in. Is that working, Discord? There you go. Oh, where to keep all these crisps? Seats. What's how everything looking? Oh, do watch it. Rick, do you want to be a moderator? Ugh, so cold. That's quite funny. Oh, it's Chernobylin today. Well, I don't want to get rid of people anyway, even if they are trolling, because every troll is a view. Oh, stop rubbing. So what's the plan for later, Rick? Are we playing some GTA? Oh, stop rubbing my hands. That must be a nerves thing. Oh, I should use more lighting as well, shouldn't I, Rick? I'd have to bring a bulb in for the lamp. Are you back working today, Rick? Oh, stop it. I guess I'm going to have to use the headphones to watch the YouTube videos now. Or do you think it'll be alright? And then just me going, ha ha ha! It's so bad. Oh, I'm glad it's not all laggy and stuff. Well, that's the point. Does it tell you what broadcasting? I wonder if I can get it to go to 4K. Maybe it's not the right USBs on the computer. The old Kavari's got the red ones, which is the same as well, if this can run the games and broadcast, it'll be okay. If not, I'll just plug the Kavari in. Right, I need to sort out, what do I need to sort out? I need to get dressed. I need to take the rubbish out from the packaging. Maybe tidy my desk a bit. I've got to move that other camera. But that'll have to be tomorrow because I'll have to find the iron hell drill. Hopefully I can find the SDS bits and then I'll be able to get that in the right place. Oh, Rick left me. Or is it Rick watching me? And somebody else went. Maybe I had a conference call or something to do. So, let's see how this works then. I want to watch Amelia's video, but I've got to be careful. So the output needs to be to headphones. Hello. Oh,
Hey.
How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm just looking at your live stream.
Excellent. One day you may make me a rich man.
I doubt it, but there we are. I was just wondering. I'm not as impressed as I thought I would be.
It's only on 1080p. I don't think I've got a USB 3 working.
You've got USB 3.
I think my oh, why is it feeding back? Is that from your end?
Yeah, it probably is. I've just muted YouTube.
Basically, I've got the things on my case, but I don't think the motherboard's got it.
Okay. Well, you can get a plug-in card.
No, I've got plenty of slots.
What do you mean slots?
For plugging in cards.
Oh, there you go then. Like $5 on eBay, you get a USB 3 card.
That might be a good idea, and then it'll be 4K 30 frames.
Okay. Yeah, but it's still not 1080p to me. It doesn't look 1080p. It's really compressed.
Have you clicked the little cog?
Yeah, I haven't put it on 1080p, but it's still really on so like the yellow wall behind you, where you've got a piece of wallpaper missing down at the bottom there. There's on that yellow surface there just seems to be loads of digital like interference going on it, where it's like compressing it.
All right.
I reckon, because at the moment you've got the camera opposite the window. I reckon if you open the window and position the camera in the window sill above the glass, actually in the window sill, so the light is shining from behind the camera and the camera's then pointing into the room, you'll probably have an awful lot better, because this artificial light just isn't cutting it, in my opinion.
I haven't got the other light switched on yet. I've got to go and fetch a bulb.
Alright. Have you seen what it looks like when you open the... Obviously, if you open the window now, you're just going to be bleached out by the window. But if you try and put the camera so the light from the window is behind the camera looking into the room, you'll probably have a much better
That's
experience.
where the lamp is behind underneath the camera. So it will... You said before when I was using the other camera, and you were like, oh, that light is a lot better. But then I burst the bulb somewhere in the house and had to move it. But I believe I've got one in a box somewhere, so I'll have to go and dig it out.
There's a camera in the middle of the room?
Nearly the middle.
Yeah, it seems like your what's it called? Your what you've got framing the picture just seems a bit. It seems a bit squished and a bit squashed in. I reckon if you you want more of the room, because it's just too claustrophobic.
It's not a massive room. It's only like 3 meters by 5 meters.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's fair enough. But if you have a play with your camera, put it in each corner of the room, because the corner of the room will give you the biggest area of view. You could have it in the corner behind you and to your left, looking over towards your computer and whatnot, and then people will be able to see what's on your screen as well, I guess.
Well, that's where I placed it there, so they could see what I was watching. But I didn't want to be doing copyright infringements.
For what?
For watching other people's videos and stuff.
Oh, right. Oh, God, I don't think that would be the case. No, they'd have to have some pretty hardcore fucking algorithms to sort that out. Music, on the other hand, they can scan quite easily, but video is not that easy at all.
Because I was literally just about to watch a video, and I just put my headset on, so the audio of the video didn't trigger any infringements.
Okay.
But if I had one behind me, I'd need a second webcam to do a face cam.
Yeah, you get one cheap, so you get cheap webcam for that.
They're not.
You get them for a tenner.
These Brio 4Ks. It was only about 150 or something, so it's not bad.
I know, but that's expensive.
So.
That's really expensive for a webcam. I mean, yeah, the one that I've got, which is the one, I guess, down from yours, maybe. But mine's discontinued now, because mine's the C920. And that's discontinued. They replaced it with the C922. And then yours, I think, is the one up again from the C922. But my one, I think, is going for about, I want to say 65 quid. Which is, again, is expensive for a webcam, but it's what all the YouTuber people sort of say is a good entry-level camera. So your one should be amazing, really. But I'm just feeling that you're getting this video compression and stuff because the light level is just a bit too low.
Right, yeah. Well, I'll go and fetch that bulb in a minute. And yeah. I will upgrade to a twin cam system very soon.
Will you?
Well, so I've got a face cam and then a room cam.
Oh, okay.
Because then I won't have to keep moving it around when I want to play a game.
I suppose so. Yeah, I guess. What, will you move it to look at the screen?
Move it so that it's got my face on the screen of the game.
But then you have to have a green screen, won't you?
You don't. It's just puts a picture in the corner.
Oh, what? You'll use this camera because has this one got the background green screening?
It has. It's part of the software rather than hardware.
Yeah, yeah. I watched a review on them the other day. The C922 has the same thing, and I guess this one does because it's the one above.
And they do that with XSplit as well, which they give you a 12-month premium package.
How much is that a year?
It was free with the camera.
How much do you have to pay for it if it's not free with the camera?
£200 a lifetime.
Oh, that's still quite expensive, but yeah.
So if I can turn some money over with the channel, to get enough subs and views, and then I can just buy the lifetime, and then because it seems an easy enough program, XSplit.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, once you get used to these things, they're not too bad, are they? I mean, I'd do some research if I were you on video and video compression and cameras and that kind of thing. Just have a read.
I'm a complete noob at this kind of thing.
Well, that's why you need to read, isn't it, and do some research. If you want to be successful, you've got to research stuff. People don't just blunder into stuff.
But I plugged in the Brio, and it was just like broken up screen, and it was worse than the security camera for frame rate and everything. And I was like, oh, what's wrong? Is this broken? Is my computer not good enough? And I had to update that the BIOS.
What, on your computer?
On the camera.
Oh, right, you had to flash new firmware onto it.
That's the one. From 1.1 to 1.2. And then it seemed to work.
Right, that's strange. That is weird. Yeah, no, I think you, it's better than it was before, I guess, but you've got a lot of work to do on this shot, I think, personally. Is my personal opinion, I think.
Well, I'll definitely get them changes done as soon as possible.
Yeah, you see behind you, you've got your bed there.
I do.
You've got a great big white duvet cover, which if you look in the center of it where the light is focusing from your bulb, it's very, very bleached, and as it goes out from that center, you get more contrast and more shadows on the rest of that sheet.
Oh,
and then if you look,
that's right below the bulb, that white.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, exactly. But you can see how it's bleached it out. And then if you, by contrast, if you look down by where your legs go under the table, I guess, there's an awful lot of darkness and shadow, and there's just no contrast for picking out detail there.
I'll get the light sorted, Rick, and I'll try and get a face cam, and then I'll be able to move the room cam to more.
When did you get this camera up?
Now.
Oh, right, so 31 minutes ago.
31 minutes ago.
Oh, okay, so how long does this buffer for then?
I think you've got a 4-hour playback.
Oh, is it? So you can rewind by 4 hours?
I believe so.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. God blame me, I say. I really don't think that your computer is broadcasting this video in 4K though, because like 4 hours of 4K, how big would that be?
It's not at 4K at the moment, it's at 1080.
Oh, sorry, even 1080 though. I suspect that 4 hours of 1080 is what? I don't know. It's longer than a movie, isn't it? A movie is what, about an hour and 20 minutes?
About that usually.
That usually goes on a DVD, which is 4 gig, isn't it? Something like that.
But they would be extremely high quality, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but DVDs are generally speaking only 1080. And I think Blu-rays might go up to 4K, I'm not sure. They have much to do with Blu-ray.
So, did you end up doing any reviews on your torches and stuff like?
No, I haven't really got around to it yet, to be honest with you. I'm potentially going to be moving by the end of the month, so I'll have more room and stuff. So there's lots of little projects which I want to get on with. There's lots of projects I want to get on with. One of them is the 3D printer. I bought that recently, and that's been something I've been wanting to do for years and years, and so that's going to take a bit of my time. And then I also want to start micro brewing beer, so that will take a little bit of time. And what else? Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting into a bit of YouTube reviewing if I can find something worth saying, because obviously on YouTube it's quite easy to find lots of reviews for stuff, and I wouldn't bother making a review if somebody's already done a really good review, because there's no point. My aim would be to inform people about products and influence their, well, not influence necessarily, but give them the tools to be able to make decent buying decisions about products that I have and own and have in my hands, so that they can know. But if someone's already done that for something, then there's not a lot of point in me making another.
That's the thing. With I only watch certain YouTube celebrities because I like them. It's not what they're reviewing. I watch their reviews because I like them, not what I'm at. Unless it's a like say if I needed a computer case to fit everything, I'd watch.
I know exactly what you're saying, but that's not my goal. My goal is not to sell myself. I don't want to sell myself. I don't even want to show my face. I don't want to be like, I don't want that. All I want to do is just I actually do quite a lot of interesting things with stuff, so it's quite rare that I buy something and it stays standard. Usually the first thing I do when I buy something is take it apart, usually because I want to update it or mod it or whatever, and some of the things I come up with are quite clever, so it'd be quite nice to share those kind of things with the world.
Well, I'd definitely like to see what you did with the Logitech and the, was it Arduino?
Arduino, yeah. So I fitted card reader and USB to the back of my keyboard. That was quite fun, and I've yet to put my analog controls in my keyboard yet. I will do. I've got the design. I've done all that. I just haven't had time to do it physically. But I'll do that at some point in the not too distant future as well. And I've got these pedals which I want to do as well. I've got loads of stuff that I want to do. I just haven't really got around to any of this stuff because I currently live in a shared house and I only have a small room to call my own. So
will the new place be your own then?
Yeah. It's just a flat, but it's I moved in here because I wanted to try and save money and save up a deposit for a house, and I have kind of done that. I've saved up a fair bit of money, but I'm just fed up with living in a single room now, so I decided, fuck it, I'm gonna move my life on and get somewhere a little bit bigger. Still trying to keep it cheap, you know, because I'm still trying to save money for my deposit for a house. But
no, you gotta be sensible like that.
Well, you don't, but yeah, you kind of do.
Well, if you want to get anywhere.
I just fucking splurged £100 on a soldering iron last night.
Ouch.
Well, it's something I've wanted for a while, a soldering iron on a hot air station. I found a decent one, I saw some decent reviews, and I just decided, fuck it, I'm going to buy it, because I decided this month I'm going to have a dry January, drink-wise, and I usually spend about £80 on booze a month. So I thought, fuck it, I'll just have a dry January, buy myself a nice soldering iron, and see how I feel about my level of drinking.
Is that
February.
Gas or electric, or?
It's electric. It's actually, I can send you. Let's have a look. What's it called? It's called AliExpress. I bought it from. So it's coming from China. So it'll be about 3 or 4 weeks. But
I've seen many warnings about Chinese soldering irons. They have mains electric going to the tips.
Yeah, that's fine though, because these ones I've watched reviews on and all that kind of stuff. There you go. There it is.
Discord, is it?
Yeah, I said that in Discord. Yeah, this one's
wow.
So there's 2 boxes. One is a soldering iron, and the other one is a hot air gun. And you use the hot air gun to desolder surface mount components, and you use it also to reball chips and stuff.
Wow, that looks pretty cool, Ray.
Pretty balling, eh?
I've never seen a soldering iron like that before.
Well, it's just a variable voltage soldering iron. The thing is, they used to, well, they've had these for donkey's years, but the older type ones are sort of those 7-segment digital displays. Whereas this one's just a little bit newer and a bit more modern, so I'm going to put this, when I set my desk up, I'm going to put it on my desk and 3D print some bits and pieces to, you know, put soldering irons and tips and things in, and I'm going to set up an entire desk just for electronics. And then I've got an entire room for my 3D printer, which I'll also put a pillar drill in there and various other bits and pieces. So
we'll be expecting some interesting creations then.
Well, yeah, I want to get a bit creative and yeah, just build stuff, because I don't really go out and go pubbing or clubbing or anything like that. I'm not really interested in that particularly. I tend to spend a lot of time on my own and sort of, you know, making and tinkering with stuff and what have you. So that kind of makes me happy. So I thought, fuck it, I'll do that. I'll spend some money on some toys. I got my 3D printer and this and that. So yeah, it's all good fun.
Very much. I was just wondering what kind of things I could want off a 3D printer. Could probably make some pretty cool gear sticks and stuff. Gear knobs.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, you could make some gear knobs and things like that. I mean, that's the thing though, is it's the time to get a 3D printer isn't the time that you're sitting there thinking, what can I do with it? The time to get a 3D printer is when you're sitting there thinking, I wish I fucking had one so I could do this.
No, I wouldn't get one myself. It's
it's just I've bumped into so many times where I'm just like, oh man, I'm trying to fashion this piece of wood, or I'm trying to fashion this piece of metal to do this and to be looking like this and to do this job. If I just had a 3D printer, I could just fucking print one out and it'd look a lot nicer and be a lot greater and better and stronger and everything else. And I've just bumped into too many occasions in my life where that has happened to me, and I just thought after a time, I thought, fuck it, I'm going to buy one, so I did. And admittedly, I haven't really used it for a huge amount of things, but it's those times. I won't use it very often, to be honest with you, but it's those times when you bump into a project and it stops you because you can't move forward because you haven't got the right part or something like that. And if you can just 3D print it, then that's marvellous. I like that. So that's what
I saw on the news some kid got burnt to death by a 3D printer or something. Who had chemicals for it under the desk or something.
Okay, yeah. There's lots of different types of 3D printer. Well, there's a few different types of 3D printer. The one that I've got it basically has a little tiny hot nozzle, like a bit, like those hot glue guns. So it just there's only one tiny bit on it that's hot, and it just melts the plastic and puts it into layers. But the ones you're talking about are probably our SLA printers. So they use a vat of chemicals and lasers, and yeah, the chemicals are pretty nasty things. You've got to be careful with them.
Oh, it reacted with something else in the room that was happening at the time. So quite
yeah, if you're an idiot, then these things can be dangerous. But if you have got half a brain, then you take the correct, safety measures and whatnot, and you don't even have to be crazy about it. You just have to not be a dick. But yeah.
Are you going to be playing GTA later?
I'm not sure. It depends. Is anybody around?
I think Timbers is up in Leeds. I don't know what Andy's doing.
I know he was yesterday, wasn't he, up in Leeds? But I thought he said he was back for the weekend, so I don't know whether that includes Friday night.
Oh, it is the weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Friday.
It's crunchy.
Well, I mean, yeah, so as far as GTA is concerned, I've got all my businesses need selling again, so I need to do that at some point. What else? Other than that, yeah, we've got that Doomsday heist to finish. That one we with the final chapter, which will get us a bit of money. That'll be nice. What else have we got to do?
There's my mission. There's probably my product to sell.
Possibly your product to sell. Yeah, I mean, how far is it?
I don't know. I haven't logged in to see.
Well, the thing to do is to sit on your TV in game and just have the window minimised.
Oh, I haven't done that because I've been doing all the Warhammer and stuff.
Oh, I suppose, yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah.
But hopefully it'll have crunched through the product.
Well, to be honest with you, I've got a couple of million in my account right now, which I haven't got anything to do with, and I'll get another 3.5 million from the next sale that I'll do either tonight or tomorrow night. So I have like 5 or 6 million sat in my account that I don't really know what to do with. So after that, I'm not going to bother making any more money.
Have you bought all the basic businesses?
Yeah.
So it's just tuning them up now then?
Yeah, I can't really be bothered. What am I doing it for exactly? I've bought all the things I want to buy.
I guess you just have to start trolling people.
Nah, I don't want to do that. Nasty. I do enjoy GTA, but I'm just a bit worried that other people won't bother playing it anymore. I don't know.
Well, I'm happy to carry on.
Yeah, that's fair. You know, like games though, like fucking what's that other one called, PUBG and stuff. You get a bit sick of them after a while, don't you? A game has only got so much life in it, and with GTA, it's a bit of a problem because the storyline stuff was great, so the heists and that kind of thing. But I'm not really a big fan of just grinding away all the time. I mean, it was fun for a while, but after a time, it's just a time sink.
You know what we've missed out on PUBG?
What's that?
It's been Christmas, the snowman.
I don't even know what that is.
There's a new map coming out at Christmas with the Arctic effect.
No, listen, I don't really give a fuck about PUBG anymore. To be honest, it's so limited in its scope. After having played GTA is so much better than PUBG if you want a first-person shooter, because PUBG is just really, really basic. There's not a lot to do. You just sort of run around and try and kill people, and that's about it. Well, you can do that in any fucking first-person shooter. It's just, I mean, it was novel for a while. And I think that, what do you call them, Battle Royale style games are probably going to lose their appeal because they've got a very limited appeal.
Well, I've been wanting to get another hard drive so I can play PUBG again. I miss it.
Oh, really?
And PlanetSide 2, because I like flying the aircraft.
Oh, right. Well, you should look into Battlefield 2. Or Battlefield 2 was probably the last decent Battlefield. You can fly planes and stuff in that.
I've got a Battlefield. It's not the newest one. I think it's the one before.
Battlefield 3?
but I didn't have the. Oh, it's not. I think. Do they call it 1 or something like that?
No, Battlefield 1 is. Oh yeah, what the first world? But Battlefield 1 is the First World War one. I think they've just brought out a Battlefield 2 again now, which is Second World War. It might be called something different because there already was a Battlefield 2. And the Battlefield 2 that I'm thinking about, which is an old game, it was a great, brilliant game. But the newer ones are just like, oh, I don't like them so much.
But I liked that when it was playable. But then they moved to all premium content, and all the people moved to premium content, and I just couldn't afford to move on to where everybody else was playing. So
what do you mean? What do you mean premium content?
Well, I bought the base game.
Yeah.
And played that, and then they brought out the premium content, which meant you've got to buy more maps and stuff. But the people did buy the content and moved, which meant the basic game was useless to me, and I couldn't play it.
Oh, really?
Well, there wasn't.
What Battlefield? What?
The one before that. The one before that we've got. The one before they've got now.
Okay. I was looking at that Payday game because I thought that looked really cool. But it's really old now, isn't it? Payday 2, I think it is.
I like playing Side 2 because you've got all the different types of vehicles, and you can go infantry, and you've got all the different types of aircraft. And us lot haven't tried that yet.
I guess so. I don't know. I mean, personally, I really like games that are free roam but give you the option to play story with friends. Those games make me happy. Basically, like GTA, but unfortunately, with GTA, we've run out of story content.
Well, that new cowboy one, is it?
Oh yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2.
If you could go around as a gang in that would be brilliant.
Well, that's the thing is, so when GTA 5 first came out, it was only a single-player story mode game. But then they brought out GTA 5 Online, and I suspect that there's a similar sort of thing with Red Dead Redemption. I know the reason I haven't bought Red Dead Redemption yet is for a couple of reasons. One is I'm not really a big fan of the cowboy and Indian genre, but I can get over that if it's a good game. And the other one is because it's brand new, and obviously it's going to cost quite a lot of money, in my opinion. So I'll wait, maybe, I don't know, 6 to 7 months or something until it goes down under 30 quid. When it goes down under 30 quid, I'll probably buy it and have a play on the single player and see if it's an enjoyable game, and then also have a look and see what, how Rockstar are supporting it, whether they're bringing out new content, frequently and stuff like that. And if they are, and they do, and I do enjoy it, then I will then suggest that we could get it and all play it. So, because I think it'll be a good game. A lot of people have told me it's a very good game, and a lot of people have told me that it sort of carries on with the same sort of mechanic as GTA. So, and I do like the GTA mechanic. I think it works well. So I think I will look at Red Dead, and yeah, apparently the first one was very good as well. But I don't really like playing old video games.
Oh, I never saw the first one. I just saw the second one, and I was like, oh, one player. That's annoying.
Yeah, no, it won't always be. No, they'll definitely maximise their profit margin by introducing. To be honest with you, I know nothing about it at the moment, so there may already be an online.
Well, if there is, I don't know why we're not playing it.
Because it costs loads of money to buy the game.
Just stick it on your wish list.
Well, yeah, I suppose, yeah. But then again, I mean, the thing is, it takes quite a lot to. There's what, 4 or 5 of us. I think 6 if you count Jonesy as well, and Matt and whatnot. So that's a lot of people to sort of convince to go and spend 35 quid, 40 quid, whatever it is, on a game. And you've got to be reasonably sure that it's going to be a decent go. I mean, look at GTA. I bought GTA, and then Tim bought GTA very shortly after I did, and we played it. And then you were like, oh yeah, I can't not have it, because otherwise I won't be able to play with you guys. So then you got it, and Andy got it, and then finally Jonesy got it, and Matt had it, I think, already. So yeah, I mean but it still took probably a month before we all had it, and that was only 12 quid.
It's very true.
So yeah, going for a sort of 35 to 40 quid game is going to take some convincing, and especially if you know, you have to have trailblazers. You have to have those people that are willing to take the risk and have got the disposable income to test the game out and say, yeah, guys, this is great, or no, this is a flop. So I mean, look at what was that one, Escape from Tarkov. I decided that was a 40 quid game. I decided, fuck it, I'll buy it, and I bought it. And I mean, I tried to get into it, but and the interesting thing was, is we did all then get it as well, didn't we? But yeah, I didn't.
It's hard to know what games I own, because when you've got to buy it from the person who makes it, I'm never going to see that person again or their website unless I go searching for it and then manage to recover my password and username.
Yeah, that's true, I suppose, but I don't necessarily have that problem because I generally tend not to look at any game that isn't a mainstream game. I don't really like playing non-mainstream games. I like big blockbusters. That's what I like. I don't really go for indie games. The only indie game actually I bought, and I bought it fairly recently, was that Outside, or whatever it's called. What was it called? You know the one I mean?
What, where there were zombies?
No. Let's see now. Hang on, I've got it in my library here.
Because we've got DayZ as well, haven't we?
Oh, sorry, Inside it's called. It's called Inside. Really good game, though. Really good little game. It only took me about 8 hours to finish, but it was a really good little puzzle game. And that was an indie game. Cost me 15 quid. And Tim, I think, put me onto that one.
I don't think
I think he mentioned it. Yeah, look it up in Steam Inside. It's quite fun. It's how would I describe it? I'd describe it as delightfully disturbing. Probably is the way I would describe it.
Disturbing in what kind of way?
In the sense that you're playing as a kid who probably looks about, I don't know, 12 or something. It's difficult to tell because it's not that detailed of a game. But he gets murdered all the time in like really horrible ways.
Is it kind of like cartoony graphics?
Yeah.
And you're
yeah, but it's an indie game, so it's a platformer. But so you know what a platformer is, right?
I do.
Yeah, so it's
the
like
80s platform kind of thing.
Exactly that, yeah, exactly that. But it's linear in that sense, but it's been given the graphics have been given a bit of a boost from the 80s, obviously, and it uses the depth of field a lot to pull in and zoom in and zoom out, so that you get a feel of a 3D space, but you're actually playing in a linear kind of way. But it's very much a puzzle game, so you go from scene to scene, really, and you have to work out puzzles and stuff, and it's quite fun.
I found a puzzle in Warhammer 2.
You did?
I was over by where the white polar bear ones are, and I clicked on a town that had been raided and destroyed, and it said, well, you found one of the ancient rune puzzles. And then I went to click something to try and move it, and it went, oh, you got the puzzle wrong. And that was the last I saw that. But,
all right. Curious, isn't it?
It is. I shall be trying to find that again once I manage to get a foothold in Bretonia.
Oh, it's on the map that you saw that, was it?
It was a city over by the white polar bears.
Okay.
But it was a destroyed one. And then with my hero, rather than my army, I investigated the outpost that was destroyed, and it says you found an ancient puzzle.
Okay. Curious.
And then by the time I got somebody else back there, the town had been built. And I didn't want to declare war or attack them or anything.
That is weird, isn't it?
I haven't seen them before.
No.
Right, I'm going to have to go and make some coffee, get dressed and use the bathroom.
I was going to say, I thought you were in your pyjamas.
Literally, I just did everything I had to do, got the camera up and running, tried to work out all the software, got it up, and then here we are.
Fair enough.
And I keep looking at rubbish I've got to clear up and stuff. Make it a bit more presentable. Find that bulb.
Find that. Oh yeah. What bulb is it? Is it LED bulb or something? Is it?
Well, I've got LED bulbs around the house, but it might be one of the energy efficient bright white light ones that are in a spiral shape.
Oh, okay. I see.
I'm not sure which it'll be.
I see. Well, there we are then. Well, good luck finding that. Let us know when you change your room. I'll keep the page in my browser open and keep streaming, just to give you a viewer.
Well, I'll probably stand in front of the camera and go, "Oh, it's a bulb," and you'll hear me.
Fair enough. There you go. I won't hear you because I turned the sound off because of feedback. But...
Oh, right. Isn't that only when you're talking to me, though?
I suppose, yes, it is, but I turned the sound off anyway. I certainly don't want the noise of your house in the background while I'm trying to figure out stuff. So I turned the sound off, really. But I guess for people that are watching, that's all they're doing, then that sound is good, but for me, it's not so good. I might message Tim, actually, and find out if he's around tonight, or I might just wait. It's, what is it now? 5 o'clock now, so... Yeah, I don't know. If he's not around...
It's probably a day's travel up there and a day's travel back.
What, to Leeds? What, from Norwich? Let's have a look quickly.
I guess so. It is up north after all.
It is up north, but I doubt it's a day's travel, to be honest. So Norwich to Leeds. Oh, Norwich to Leeds, there you are. So it is 3 hours and 22 minutes by train.
Oh, that's not so bad.
3.5 hours by car.
I would have imagined that being a good few hours rather than just a few.
Well, it isn't it? It's yeah, 3 hours and 22 minutes. So not very long. And there's good roads, I think, to be honest with you, it looks like. So I don't know what I know that he did say that he was going to try and go there and then leave, but I don't know. Who knows these things? I certainly don't. There we are.
Do you reckon that the sound will be fine on me watching people's videos, or do you reckon I'll have to use my headset?
What do you mean?
Well, for copyright. I don't want to be...
Oh, yeah, well, copyright, you're only going to get dinked if you play music that is copyrighted, because basically what they do is they've got a team of people that will be reviewing videos, but that team of people is only going to be reviewing videos that have been flagged as offensive or inappropriate or whatever. You know, if some users have flagged those videos as that, then those actual physical people will review those videos and decide according to YouTube's policies whether or not they are, and they'll get pulled if they are. But generally speaking, they have bots that scan the music, because obviously you've got algorithms and AI these days which is able to identify what the music is in the video. So you don't actually need physical people to do that. So they've just got a bunch of computers which will scan the videos probably as they're being uploaded, or I don't know how to do it with live or whatever, but they'll be able to do it. But what that means, though, is it means that if you do use copyright infringed music, you might get away with it for a while, but they'll pick you up eventually and they'll slap your wrist or do whatever. But I wouldn't use copyright music. But in terms of your computer screen in your video feed, I wouldn't worry too much about it necessarily. It might be an idea.
Because I think they quite like seeing me watching their videos. I think they'd like that.
Sure, but you'll find that most people...
OMG, I've never seen that before.
Well, yeah, but most people you'll find will use copyright or royalty-free music in their videos, because they're in the same boat. You know, they need to stay away from copyright music. The only thing is, I would say, is if you're watching a film or something like that, then I'd be a bit wary. Certainly about the soundtrack, because it might be picked up by the algorithms, and potentially even with the actual film being played on the TV. I mean, as long as you're not, actually putting the monitor in frame and in focus, and could be accused of that kind of thing.
You're definitely watching me rather than what's on my screen.
Yeah, I know, but I'd just be wary about if you've got films that are playing popular music, because you might get picked up by the algorithms.
Like when I played GTA 5, the music on GTA 5 got flagged as copyright.
Yeah, it will do, because it's popular music.
So I had to switch off the radio.
Yeah, switch off the radio or whatever. I mean, if you could probably find some filters to filter the sound through, so that you could put a peculiar pitch on it, or
the weirdest one I came across was playing Silent Hunter, the submarine game, and the sound of the waves and the seagull got flagged. And I was like, how can the sound of the sea and seagulls be flagged for copyright? Really confused about that one.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a false positive. Don't really know. It's a funny one.
Right, I'm busting. I'm going to have to go.
Alright then, dude.
Catch you in a bit.
Speak to you in a bit. Bye.
Cheers. Wow, I wasn't expecting a talk show at the start of my stream. That was quite cool. Thank you, Rick. Right. Extreme Health is yellow. What's that mean? Right. Well, I don't know. Oh, I'll just drink a coffee with the headset on. I think it's the safest one. Oh, where's my coffee? I thought I just got it. Oh, so gold! Oh, questionnaire. Which of these brands have you seen online video advertising for recently? Recently? I don't think I've seen any of them recently.
So what's the expiration date on that?
This thing...
I'm supposed to be in Roseman right now. It's a little bit of a late night. I kind of slept in a little bit. It's still relatively early, but I accidentally left the backpack here last night. I needed the computer, and I'm also not wearing makeup right now. Oh god, it's terrible. Hide it. Well, we're headed up to Rob's, and Sean is joining me today since it is his vacation week from work because holidays, and
I couldn't miss the fun with this.
Put on your seatbelt.
Oh, sorry.
What kind of influence are you trying to put on these people watching?
You have a really good point. That's really bad. Don't ever not wear your seatbelt.
Who would do that?
Sorry, sorry.
So we're gonna probably stop at Mickey D's. I'm finna cop me an egg white delight, double the egg, and be on our way. Alright, so we're almost there. It is actually Rob's birthday, or it was a few days ago, and I wanted to get him something nice, but I know more than anything what'll help him the most is just giving him some cash for his racing season. Now, this isn't a lot, and I wanted to give it to him all in $1 bills, but I'm giving him a couple $100 just to say, you know, thank you for everything, happy birthday, Merry Christmas, and hopefully this goes towards a transmission. Stop with your seatbelt!
I got it.
I didn't have anything more clever either, so I'm just gonna put it in this McDonald's bag.
Are you just gonna be like, hey, I don't know what?
Should I just ask him to throw this out for me? Good morning.
Good morning.
So we have something we need to talk about first. Happy birthday.
He's very stuck.
No? What is this? Am I going to a strip club?
We're trying to get all one.
Yeah.
Surprise! Stripper money!
Yeah! Yeah! What is this for? Transmission, here I come.
That was the idea behind it.
Yeah, I like this. This is a good gift.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Alright, so let's jump right into it. We're gonna go ahead and start unloading the pre-pre. For Christmas, I actually already unboxed all this stuff, so let's cut to that real quick so you guys can see what all this is. I'm just gonna go ahead and start opening. Dun dun dun! Look at this! So what this is here are one of two LS6 243 heads ported by K-Tech. It has been a childhood dream of mine to do heads in a cam on the S14, and I can't tell you how much it means that it's all finally coming together. Oh my god, I'm looking at the viewfinder and I am so happy right now. Here we have the second head. Looks similar to the first. What K-Tech did, you guys, you can kind of see it on the side here. They did a really good job. They did a 5-axis CNC port and valve job on this, and they are offering a deal right now for $4.99 if you ship them your heads. They will do the same. It looks beautiful. I highly recommend it. And if you don't already, make sure you follow them on their YouTube and their Instagram. So quick plug for some friends of the channel. On to the next. Bubble wrap? How did they know? So they sent a lot, as you guys can see. Comp cam stickers, fast fuel air spark technology. Oh, cool. These are fender covers whenever I'm working on the car. Oh crap, that's awesome. Wow, this is like a super legit throttle body box. Oh, that was super close. Please do not try this at home. So this is their fast 92mm. Oh, they sent a 102mm. Oh. I was expecting a 92. They sent me a 102. This is, here those bald eagles flying now. I like the packaging too. So this is the fuel rail kit. Fuel rail, push rods, lifters. Well, so here's the whole rocker assembly. Check that out. I'm sweating. Are you guys sweating? I'm sweating. And last, the camshaft. You guys, I'm telling you, childhood dream for me. Yo, legit, I'm getting emotional right now. Y'all thought we were done. Y'all thought we were finished, but we still got one more box. That's a box in a box. Can you guys guess what this is? Oh, this is the manifold. This right here, this is the fast 102mm intake. Oh, buddy. I am very proud, honored, and happy to say that I have paired with Comp Cams and K-Tech to build an awesome, super low-B, crazy NA LS 240 build. So this is gonna be like, you know, like I have troubles turning up, like whoop, whoop, like whoop, how do I do it? Whoop, whoop. We're going full-blown ham, hardcore on the S14. I'm trying to put down some power. With that being said, you guys, that is enough of an unboxing. I definitely feel like I have the right companies backing me on this, and your support, eCrew. So cheers, happy holidays. So huge thank you to Comp Cams and K-Tech, you guys. I'm so excited for this. It's like a dream of mine. I'm gonna put all their information in the description below. Go check it out. K-Tech's offering you a deal right now. It's time to bring the car in. Yo, I was low-key so stoked to get that.
Yeah, we have such nice paint. This is like unwrapping somebody else's Christmas. I know it's gonna be sent in a gun case. That's kind of nice.
So by the way, this is what everybody was commenting on the Instagram, like, wait, did you get 2 cams? Is there another build? No, this is just the valve train, the rockers.
What? Sick.
Lifters, pushers, pullers, righties, tighties, lefties, loosies. You got everything.
What did I say on the video? Ported CNC heads?
Oh, you meant to say CNC heads ported, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought you were supposed to say. So this is the last time you guys are gonna hear the LS sound like this. I think out of spirit of America, we gotta give her a few reps.
Play music.
Alright, I'm not here to sugarcoat anything, you guys. Did not sleep last night. I am exhausted. And one thing I really enjoy doing is putting my makeup on. So I'm just gonna put some makeup on real quick. It's also gonna help me feel more awake and probably look a little more alive. I know you don't care, but it's something I like doing. And just like that, I feel so much better. Now if only I could escape the cold. You guys are peeing on the ground there. Oh. Okay, cars on the lift, fluids are being drained right now. Sean just disconnected the battery because I am so scared of electricals. Even if it's not powered, I get it. But right now we're gonna go ahead and disconnect the exhaust, the drive line, and go from there. Anything smart and witty, Rob?
No, that's good. All I have today is smart-ass comments and like inappropriate humor, so I'm trying to harness it. Can I just say, after like leaving for Christmas break and the holidays, people normally gain weight. You look like you've lost weight.
You look really good.
You learn how to lie over the holidays, or what's going on?
You guys are like those two idiots that carry the ladder and swing each other around.
What?
The things trying to go through them. What was that?
Driveline's been disconnected. Trans has been dropped. Currently draining the trans fluid.
You're disconnected. You're disconnected.
There goes my shoes!
Karma's a bitch.
We're gonna need a bigger bucket.
That's rough. You gonna just go for it in the bottle? Yeah, no problem. Oh god, it's all over me.
It looks like blood.
Beautiful.
Oh, super light. I look forward in life to summer. If I'm not going snowboarding, I at least want it to be warm. So right now we're disassembling basically everything that's hooked up to the engine, and then we're gonna drop it from the bottom. If you ever want to piss Rob off, ask him to repeat something.
That's horrible. What am I supposed to say to that? What was that?
Which ones is it?
Yeah, that whole kit.
The whole thing?
The whole kit is to it.
So every single one of
The
these?
whole kit. They're in the same package. The whole package. I see what you're doing. And it is not going to work.
Yo, Rob, you straight up took a bite out of
Shark
this.
bite! Baby shark!
Baby shark, do, 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 baby.
Sharks don't sing.
Baby shark sing. Pull the motor?
Pull the motor!
Pull the motor! Alright, we're gonna lift it up a little and see what gets stuck.
So we're gonna make sure everything is separating properly. We're gonna see what gets stuck.
Alright, freedom fighters, let's get this engine out!
It's like we're gonna go off-road. You wanna go off-road? We're gonna go till we get stuck.
There's a couple lines that were zip tied that we need to unzip tie to get the motor out. That should do it. Let's bring her up again.
Coming up.
Coming up. All clear. Shifter's kind of gone through. Yeah, what about
Is it separated?
steering column? Alright, keep going. I've never actually seen the trans tunnel on this. I'm low-key kind of excited to see how they massaged it out. Something's getting stuck?
Yeah, you have the trans wire in. There's a top plug to the trans that isn't undone. Wrench, socket.
Let's try a socket wrench.
What?
Socket wrench.
A wrench or a socket?
Socket wrench.
Okay, you're telling me both things that I said. Would you like a socket or a wrench?
A socket wrench.
I'm gonna sock you with a wrench.
I'll wrench you with a socket.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what the hell this is. I think this is the O2 sensor. Or the connection for the O2 wire.
Socket, right?
Socket?
Deep or shallow?
A wrench.
You want a socket wrench?
A wrench. Thank you.
Oh my god, you smell like BO.
All those man hours
Oh,
you put into
it's not the brake fluid or the trans fluid.
No, I don't smell that. It's the man hours I'm putting
in. The man hours smells like hard work and dedication. That's what it smells like.
I don't know whether... I don't know whether I'd rather be just wet and warm or cold and dry. Well, now that the engine's out, you know, we could always just forego our plans and 2JZ swap the thing.
13B.
13B? Yeah. Let's
20B outside.
Oh, I'm really hoping to get less track time this year. Thinking of heart transplant. What's wrong with your heart? Nothing, Doc. I just figured I wanted a new one. Coming up about...
At BOTB, someone wins their dream car every week, guaranteed.
No way. Oh my god.
£25 million of prizes have already been won. Tickets start from just 85p.
Never ever thought I'd win.
It's a dream come true.
You could be next week's winner. Enter by midnight Sunday at botb.com.
About 8 inches.
Rob, if you're telling every girl that's 8 inches, they're not going to be too thrilled.
You're right, that's about 10.
Coming up. There she is! Alright, now the the engines out, it's time to start disconnecting everything. So it looks like we're experiencing a little bit of blow-by with the LS. Rob, we pointed out to the folks?
Yeah, it's this little bit of residue of oil. It's a little excessive. We're not seeing anything out of the exhaust when running, and it's not fouling plugs or anything, so it isn't a huge deal.
So with that being said, I think I'm going to take the super cool carbon fiber quarter turn Mishimoto catch can that I originally gotten for the RB. Instead, when I go home tonight, I'm gonna come back with that tomorrow so we can use that. Really what we're looking for is through the piston rings, and the car was running super rich for a super long time, and that could be why, but the catch can's gonna help. Oh, he finished. Alright you guys, so this is the first time in 7 years I'm going to be seeing this clutch. It has never been changed. Everyone says it's the first thing that's going to go, but it's held up perfectly fine. I'm very eager to see what it looks like. It's going to be completely deteriorated.
What's the first thing to go in my car? Savings.
Just when I was telling you guys about how I was excited about the clutch, I remember I told you I was excited about the trans tunnel, but didn't even actually look at it. It pretty much looks exactly like the S13's, hammered out.
What? That one looks way nicer. He's like so offended by this.
What do you mean it looks nicer than the S13?
This is Rob. Douche. Douche. Yeah, that'll clear.
Supporting it like Rob's last relationship.
So shall I let go now?
Oh, he's out. He's out.
So funny, it's almost my sex life. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Do
you think that's why my pedal gets stuck on the floor sometimes?
God, Jesus.
What was the, your mama's so old that her tits like breast milk?
Her tits ain't like breast milk. It's that her breast milk is like a dit. Okay. Your mama's so old, her tits are like breast milk. What?
Yeah. The worst attempt at a joke.
Your mama's so old, nipples. Like it makes no sense.
Look at that.
Oh, that's still good.
Even wear, looks great. No hot spots.
Looks like you're cooking.
It looks like a turtle shell.
Yeah, it looked like word. Nah.
Your shoes remind me of what my tires look like at the end of a track day.
They actually totally do.
Skylar's underwear reminds me of a burnout.
Yeah. So now that that's done, we're gonna start cleaning up because we've had several late nights, and we're gonna come back here early in the morning and get a long day tomorrow, and hopefully do a first start assuming that nothing goes wrong. Alright, Jay's was closed, so we came to Guido's.
With extra bacon!
Alright you guys, that is the end of the video. It is freezing cold, and I just realized by looking in the bathroom mirror that I cut my face somehow. I don't know when that happened, but I'm sure when I'm editing it, the video, I will find out. But it is freezing, and that is pulling the engine for today. I'm really excited. We'll be installing the heads and cam tomorrow, even more so excited for that. But you guys, thank you so much for watching. Iker, we out here with love. Bye! Also, I understand in that last clip I wasn't just wearing my seatbelt, but that's because we were in a parking lot. Love you guys. Goodbye. Bye!
Oh. Anybody about it? Oh, it's in there. Howdy, Rick. Oh, I'm just gonna stick some food on. Right, what am I doing? Oh, I've got rid of that. That's alright.
for a coffee?
Oh, are you there, Rick? Oh, there's a tin. It's called Hang On, funny name. Calvanero. It's very flavoursome. I keep my eye out for it. Do so. I'm off to the shop for supplies. Marvellous. Vegan pie. Black cabbage? Never heard of it. $15, mamas. Oh, there's a tin. Never really having pie tonight. It better be steak. Would he? Huh? See, that painkiller works really well.